What if I told you that for years, the US government was collecting information about millions of Americans, legally, in secret, and without their knowledge? Not through hackers, not through spies, but through systems quietly approved by secret courts. And one man decided to show the world how it worked. This is the story they never expected you to hear. No one in Honolulu expected history to pass quietly through its office parks, but that's exactly where it happened. And it didn't start with a politician or a whistleblower hotline. It started with a contractor sitting at a desk. Every digital trail. Snowden had worked for the CIA. He had worked for Dell. Now, inside the NSA's Hawaii facility, he had a front row seat to something most Americans didn't know existed. And once he saw it, he couldn't unsee it. The public believed surveillance was targeted. Suspects, warrants, specific threats. What Snowden saw wasn't targeted at all. It was industrial. This wasn't one program, it was an ecosystem. There was PRISM, collecting data from major tech companies under secret court orders. There was XKeyscore, a system so powerful an analyst could search emails, chats, and browsing history almost instantly. And there was Boundless Informant, mapping global surveillance in visual charts. And then there was the part that changed everything. The NSA was collecting bulk phone metadata on millions of Americans. Not content, they said, just metadata. But metadata tells a story. Who you call, when you call, how often, for how long. For metadata alone, analysts could reconstruct your life. All of this was approved by the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, a court that meets in secret, issues secret rulings, and answers to no public debate. This wasn't a rogue operation, it was policy. Snowden didn't walk in planning to leak secrets. The decision formed slowly. He read classified legal opinions. He saw how laws were interpreted and stretched. Programs created for counterterrorism were now watching everyone. What disturbed him most wasn't surveillance, it was silence. The public had never agreed to this. Congress barely understood it. Courts issued rulings citizens would never read. Snowden believed democracy couldn't survive secret law. And in May 2013, he made a choice that would cost him everything. He started copying files. Not a few, tens of thousands. Snowden didn't disappear. He boarded a plane. And instead of running into the shadows, he ran toward journalists. In May 2013, he flew from Hawaii to Hong Kong. He contacted Glenn Greenwald and Laura Poitras. They met in a hotel room. And in that room, Snowden revealed himself as the source. He explained the systems, the courts, the scale. Then he did something unexpected. He stepped back. He told the journalists to decide what to publish. In June 2013, the first stories dropped, and the world reacted instantly. The revelations landed like shockwaves. Americans learned their phone records were being collected, that fiber-optic cables were tapped, that surveillance reached far beyond terrorism. The government responded fast. They said it was legal. They said it was necessary. They said Snowden was a traitor. But the documents kept coming. They showed surveillance of foreign leaders, allied nations, entire populations. Tech companies faced outrage, civil liberties groups sued, and one truth became unavoidable. This system wasn't hidden from enemies. It was hidden from the public. The US charged Snowden under the Espionage Act, and then they trapped him. His passport was revoked while he was traveling. He became stranded in Moscow. Eventually, he was granted asylum. Back home, institutions scrambled. The Privacy and Civil Liberties Oversight Board concluded bulk metadata collection had little intelligence value. Courts ruled parts of it illegal. In 2015, Congress passed the USA Freedom Act. Some surveillance ended, some transparency increased. But surveillance itself, it didn't stop. It adapted. Edward Snowden is still divisive. To some, he's a whistleblower. To others, a criminal. But the system he revealed is still with us. What Snowden exposed wasn't a conspiracy in dark alleys. It was an institutional design, authorized, engineered, hidden behind classified law. He forced a question that still hasn't been answered. In an age where every click leaves a trace, what does security cost? Who decides how much privacy we lose? And can a democracy survive laws it is never allowed to see?